Imagine a huge city pops up in the hot, sandy desert of Saudi Arabia. A 170-kilometer long bright buildings reach into the sky with 500-meter tall, their reflections looking like a mirage in the distance. They are calling it Neom, a cool trillion-dollar project that mixes new tech, green ideas, and fancy living to feel like something from a sci-fi film. It's the big star of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, a plan to make the country a world leader, spreading over 26,500 square kilometers, which is bigger than some countries, and funded with $500 billion or even more. Neom offers flying cars, robot workers, and a place with no pollution. Yes, all of them are true. But behind these shiny ads and big dreams, there are hard questions. Can this future city handle the tough desert, the giant costs, and concerns about the nature? Is it a real game changer or just a big trick that might flop in the end? In this video, we're jumping into Neom's awesome ideas, facing its tough problems, and looking at the debates that could change everything. Because this isn't just a city, it's a big fight between dreams and real life. And that's not all. To make it all work, it's not just the cost of money, but life and forcibly displacements of thousands of people. For decades, Saudi Arabia has leaned heavily on oil to drive its economy. But this reliance has come with a heavy price. Burning oil for power, industry, and transportation has blanketed the kingdom's cities in pollution. In 2024, Saudi Arabia ranked 31st on the worst air quality in the world. Cities like Riyadh, Jeddah bear the brunt, with exhaust from millions of vehicles and crude burning power plants thickening the haze, especially in the blistering summer months. And this isn't just an inconvenience, it's a public health crisis, claiming lives and draining billions in healthcare costs. This is where Vision 2030 steps in. Saudi Arabia's ambitious plan to pivot away from oil dependency. It's about diversifying the economy, improving public service, and opening new doors for its people. At the heart of the vision lies Neom, a futuristic city designed to run entirely on renewable energy. It's more than just a bold experiment, it's a lifeline. By slashing emissions, Neom aims to tackle the kingdom's environmental challenges while proving Saudi Arabia can thrive in a post-oil world. The stakes are high, attract tourists, lure investors, and draw global talent, all while settling a new standard for sustainability. It's a daring bet on the future, but if it pays off, it could transform the country for generations. But Neom's price tag is pretty high, over $1.5 trillion. That's more than the entire GDP of countries like Indonesia and Netherlands. It's one of the most expensive projects humanity has ever dreamed up. Saudi Arabia sees it as an investment in the future. But some experts whisper that costs could climb even higher. With that kind of money on the line, the pressure is on to make Neom a success. So, what exactly is Neom? It's a planned city in Saudi Arabia's Tabuk province near the Red Sea, built from the ground up to be a global hub for technology, innovation, and sustainable living. Think renewable energy powering everything. high-tech industry buzzing, and a lifestyle that blends luxury with eco-consciousness. It's marketed as the city of tomorrow, a place where the world's brightest minds and biggest dreamers can come together. Neom's footprint is massive, spanning 26,500 square kilometers. That's bigger than some countries like Israel or Slovenia. It's strategically parked near the Red Sea, located between Asia, Europe, and Africa. Perfect for trade and tourism. But here's the catch. It's in a desert. Harsh sun, scarce water, and rugged terrain make this a tough spot to build a utopia. Saudi Arabia is betting big that they can conquer those odds. And if you're curious about the name Neom, the first three letters come from the ancient Greek prefix neo, meaning new, and the M is the first from mustaqbal, an Arabic word meaning future. Neom's futuristic floating industrial city, a city that is shaped like an octagon, reimagines urban manufacturing on the Red Sea. Designed as a global hub for innovation and sustainability, Oxagon supports economic diversification beyond oil, offering a blueprint for eco-friendly industrial growth. Its unique water-based design enhances trade connectivity while prioritizing green practices. It aims to attract forward-thinking companies and position Neom as a leader in addressing the world's industrial and environmental challenges. And then there is Magna, Neom's flagship luxury tourism hub, stretching 120 kilometers along the breathtaking Gulf of Aqaba in Saudi Arabia's northwest. It's designed to be a playground for the wealthy and eco-conscious alike, blending cutting-edge technology, sustainability, and jaw-dropping natural beauty. Now, all of them looks pretty cool, right? Very realistic, sophisticated, but Neom's shiny vision has a grim shadow. To make way for this megacity, especially in the Magna area, the Saudi government's been accused of forcibly kicking out the Huwaitat tribe, who have called this land home for generations. Around 20,000 people have reportedly been displaced, and it's gotten ugly. Built over the relics of these villages, Magna is divided into its 12 distinct destinations, each crafted to offer a unique experience with the vibe of high-end living with a green twist. Each of these spots is a piece of Magna's puzzle, aiming to cater different tastes, adventure, relaxation, culture, or sport, all while promising sustainability. And then there is Sindalah, Neom's first luxury island resort, nestled in the Red Sea and set to open soon. Designed by renowned Italian architect Luca Dini, it boasts 3 upscale hotels, 88 lavish villas, and 333 stylish apartments, all surrounding a marina and golf courses. This exclusive destination aims to lure elite travelers with its fusion of opulence and stunning natural scenery. As a flagship project in Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, Sindalah is key to boosting tourism and diversifying the economy. It's poised to become a top-tier haven for the world's luxury-seeking jet-setters. And then there is Trojana, a groundbreaking mountain tourism destination in Neom. Is being crafted in the Tabuk Mountains, with completion slated for 2026, next year. Designed by architectural giants like Zaha Hadid Architects, it will feature ski slopes, wellness retreats, and a man-made lake at elevation up to 2,600 meters. In a historic milestone, Trojana will host the 2029 Asian Winter Games, making Saudi Arabia the first West Asian nation to stage this event. And then, of course, you know what it is. Neom's most headline-grabbing project, a 170-kilometer-long linear smart city. It was pitched as a revolutionary rethink of urban living, a narrow, mirrored structure slicing through the desert with no cars, no roads, and zero carbon emissions. Everything, your job, grocery stores, parks, would be a 5-minute walk away. The plan was to house 9 million people in this futuristic strip, powered entirely by renewable energy with towering walls of glass reflecting the desert sun. It's the kind of wild utopian idea that sounds almost too good to be true. Recent reports reveal that the line's been scaled back significantly. By 2030, only 2.4 kilometers of it will be built, with the full 170-kilometer dream pushed out to 2045 at the earliest. Now, that's a huge shift from the original hype. The population targets also taken a hit, now aiming for a fewer than 300,000 residents by 2030, a far cry from 9 million. And you might be wondering, why the downsizing? Costs are a big factor, even for oil-rich Saudi Arabia. Add in logistical nightmares, building a mega city in a harsh desert with limited water, and it's clear the vision's hitting some serious roadblocks. Now, adding to Neom's global ambitions, Saudi Arabia has been selected to host FIFA World Cup 2034, with the state-of-the-art stadium set to be built within the line. The stadium, designed to accommodate tens of thousands of spectators, will feature cutting-edge technology and sustainable design aligned with Neom's vision of a futuristic, eco-friendly city. But it's not all doom and gloom. Saudi Arabia is still pushing forward, showcasing progress with things like the Ground X project, a massive excavation effort to keep investors hooked. The line's original promise, sustainability, innovation, and a car-free future still lingers, even if it's now more of a long-term gamble than an imminent reality. Critics argue that it's a sign that Neom is overhyped, while supporters say it's just a pragmatic tweak to an audacious plan. Either way, the line's journey is a roller coaster worth watching. But Neom's vision is dazzling, and it's not all smooth sailing, and there are numerous problems to be faced. And the first one is financial strain. Neom's estimated cost of 1.5 trillion is enormous, and financial constraints have already forced significant cuts. This raises concerns that whether Saudi Arabia can sustain the funding needed to complete the project. The second problem is harsh desert environment. Building a mega city in a desert involves overcoming extreme heat and water scarcity, and of course the rugged terrain. This requires innovative engineering solutions and sustainable resource management, which remain untested at such massive scale. The next problem is human rights concerns. Reports of forced displacements and even deaths among local tribes have sparked international outrage. These incidents highlight serious ethical issues regarding the project's impact on indigenous community. And we also have feasibility doubts. The scaling back of key projects like the line has led critics to question whether Neom can deliver on its ambitious promise. Some argue it's maybe more of a hyped-up version than a realistic, achievable city. And then there is mental and health issue. Would you be able to live like a city where 9 million people living in a straight line? Can you imagine this? Critics say Neom is more hype than reality, a shiny mirage that might not live up to the promises. It's a lot to unpack. Now, Neom is more than just a futuristic city. It's a bold statement in reimagining the future of urban living. While its success remains uncertain, its ambition to blend technology, sustainability, and innovation continues to capture the world's imagination. Now, what do you think about Neom? Will it ever be a success in reality, or it will remain as a myth forever, like Saudi Arabia's Kingdom Tower? Though I have seen some reports that they have continued their construction again. I'll follow up more with this, so make sure to subscribe and see you in the next one.